Damn, dude, that thing shot.
It's really a talent, man.
It
really is a talent.
Welcome back to the Abyss, everybody. Cleet is popping off bottles like it's fucking New Year's Eve. What are you drinking? What did you pop open so voraciously, Cleet?
That was so aggressive.
That thing looks
shot
huge.
to the ceiling.
I know. I heard it.
Shot somewhere in the
I heard it ricochet
we'll have to
like
find that
6
later.
times, dude.
I'm drinking a Victoria tonight.
Victoria. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
What kind of beer is it?
It's like
It's like
what is it,
Mexican
the Day
lager.
of the Dead? What is that Mexican thing? Yeah, it's a Mexican lager.
Dia de los Muertos. I am drinking it's called Social Fermentation. It's from Revision Brewing Co. The can looks fucking insane. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. It's like a bunch of hops drinking out of like beer canisters that are smiling. It's like, I don't know, man. It's a trip. I don't know how I'm going to feel after this one.
I feel really social, but in a weird way.
Socially awkward. So I wanted to start, I don't know how this got missed in prior episodes, but as of September 16th of this year, we hit a pretty cool milestone on our show. We hit 100,000 downloads on Buzzsprout.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It's wild. I mean, it took us almost 6 years to get there, but hey, I mean, for a little for a little show like us, 100,000 is pretty cool, and that's just Buzzsprout. So like, obviously, YouTube doesn't fall into that. Apple, well, I guess Apple's kind of linked to our Buzzsprout. Take that part out, but YouTube is its own entity, so I think we're quite above that. But I think it's pretty cool, and it's just a testament to all of you listening to help us get to this point. So thank you from the deepest, darkest, moist abyss.
It's very moist down here. That's what I hear all the time. So damn moist.
You hear that all the time? It's so moist down here.
Why is it so goddamn moist down there?
It's only when I walk in the room. Anyway, so
I don't know, man. It might dry up when you walk in the room.
I watched a documentary a while ago, and you might have heard of it. Have you heard of the Unknown Number, the high school catfish show on Netflix?
No, I've never heard of it.
You should watch it. It made me fucking angry. Like, I haven't been that pissed
What's it about?
off. It's about a high school girl and her boyfriend. They're like 14, 15, and they start getting some mysterious text messages to their phone, and it starts like harassing them, like, oh, your boyfriend doesn't love you anymore, he loves me, and all this stuff. And it starts and it goes away, and then like 2 years later it kicks back up again. And she gets like 170 some thousand messages from this person.
What?
Dude, it is nuts. And so like the whole documentary going through, and it like whittles it down, and then you find out at the end who it is. And I swear to God, dude, I was so fucking mad. Just watch it. Like, you won't be ready for it.
Who was it? Now I gotta know, man.
That's a huge spoiler. I'm not going to tell you.
Just let us know right now.
No, just watch it.
All right, I might check it out. I don't have Netflix, so
Oh.
I know. Maybe you'll give me your password. Not that you can do that.
I know.
We're not condoning sharing passwords here. I would never do
Yeah,
that.
you fucking rule breaker. But it's only an hour and a half, so I would never share a password. What do I look like, a degenerate?
Steal from a corporation.
Do I look like a degenerate? Logs on, pirates the whole thing.
I got it all. Got every one of them.
So anyway, yeah, a show about catfishing and 100,000 episode downloads, which is pretty cool. But Cleet, what are we talking about this evening?
Well, we're trying to get into the spooky spirit. So we are going to be going over, I would say, a Halloween paranormal special, where we'll be going over viral TikToks or other viral things from the internet where people have, seen something weird, I guess you would say.
All right. I'm all about seeing
something
weird shit.
spooky.
All right. I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. So the first story is called Skinwalker in the Woods.
Just coming in from planting those trail cameras. There's vultures everywhere. It's odd.
Imagine you're alone on a ranch. Okay, I was thinking of the ranch. God, I'm fat, dude.
You're alone with a bottle of ranch.
That's
It's gonna get
all the time.
weird.
Just me in the back of the car with a bottle of ranch.
Ranch in one hand and mayo in the other. It's a Friday night.
The fuck?
Damn, dude, this is gonna get weird.
All right. Skinwalker in the woods. Imagine you're alone on a ranch at night. The only light is the moon, and your horse starts acting up, snorting and stomping nervously. From somewhere beyond the fence line, you hear whistling, then a voice calling your name. Strangely, it sounds like a loved one, but that person isn't here. Your heart pounds. You scan the tree line with a flashlight, and for a split second, you glimpse a shadowy figure that isn't quite human. This chilling scenario became a reality for just one TikTok user, John Soto, who unwittingly sparked a modern skinwalker craze. In a now famous clip, Soto, a Navajo rancher, was surveying his property at night when his horse sensed something uncanny lurking in the dark. The video shows the horse backing away as an eerie noise echoes from the darkness, leaving viewers wondering if it was just an animal or something far more sinister. That TikTok racked up 7.5 million views and kicked off a frenzy of skinwalker sightings on social media. Suddenly, the hashtag Skinwalker was trending, and everyone and their grandma seemed to have a spooky story about hearing voices in the woods. So, what exactly is the Skinwalker? Originating in Navajo lore, it's said to be an evil witch or shaman who can shapeshift into animals, and even mimic voices to lure victims out into the night. Imagine hearing your best friend calling for help from the bushes, only to realize it's a skinwalker trying to trick you. Nope. Indigenous creators on TikTok have pointed out that the legend of the skinwalker is deeply rooted in their culture and not something to mess with lightly. Yet thanks to social media, this once obscure folklore has exploded into mainstream awareness, for better or worse. The TikTok trend also brought a flood of spooky videos, shaky night vision clips of glowing eyes in the bushes, strange footprints on trails, and recordings of unsettling cries in the night. Many were likely just foxes or coyotes, but at 2 a.m., it's easy to let imagination run wild. The takeaway: if you're ever camping in the Southwest and you hear your name whispered from the dark by someone who isn't there, maybe just stay in your tent.
I really want to cover, probably pretty soon, the Appalachian mountain range where people report hearing whispers all over and screams and singing. I don't know, it just freaks me out. You're in the middle of nowhere and someone starts talking that's reminiscent of someone you know or you trust and you love. It's just freaky, man, because your first instinct would be oh, I need to go help this person. But then you're fuck, I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's no fucking way I'm going to go in there.
Yeah, the Appalachians are really weird, and a lot of people go missing in there.
So we're going to move on to our next story. It's kind of more of an urban legend, and this one dances. This is the Serbian dancing lady. So I want you to picture this for a moment. It's past midnight. It's a quiet neighborhood of Belgrade. You're gazing out your window when under the flickering streetlight, you spot a woman. She's dressed in a traditional white folk costume, and is she dancing? Slowly, eerily, she twirls and sways as if to music that only she can hear. You might think it's a prank until you notice the knife that's glinting in her hand. Oh shit, dude, that's creepy. That just popped up as I'm talking about it. Suddenly, she stops and looks straight at you. It's time to back away from the window. This is the nighttime scenario of the Serbian dancing lady, a local legend that leapt onto the global stage thanks to the internet. Back in 2019, Belgrade newspapers reported real incidents of a woman who would jump in front of cars and people at night, brandishing a knife and dancing to Kolo. Now, I don't know what she was on, but I was taught as a kid that you don't jump into traffic. It's not the safest thing to do.
Well, usually when people are jumping into traffic, it's because it's on purpose.
Well, obviously. You can't accidentally jump into traffic, Cleet. Police.
Oh, is it obvious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Police hunted for her. Citizens were warned to be cautious, and then she vanished before anybody could catch her. It's spooky, right? Now let's fast forward to 23. A TikTok user named AATech13 posts grainy footage of a woman dancing bizarrely in the street, captioned ominously with, "Be careful, guys." The clip explodes, massing over 99 million views and freaking out viewers far beyond Serbia. Suddenly, the dancing lady is viral. People around the world are asking, if you look out your window and see her, do you go outside or do you call the cops? Neither. Just go back to sleep.
Let's go give her a hug, man.
She's brandishing a
nice
knife,
hug.
dude. As with any internet phenomenon, the story got bigger and crazier in no time. TikTok and YouTube flooded with alleged sightings of the dancing lady in other cities, most easily debunked as hoaxes riding the hype. Some pranksters even dressed up as her to scare people. But one particularly hair-raising video stood out, and in it, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen mirroring the woman's dance from across the street. According to the lore, the shadow was a demon or evil spirit controlling the dancing lady like a puppet. True or not, that eerie visual alone is enough to send a chill down anybody's spine. What began as a local oddity has now morphed into full-blown digital folklore. The Serbian dancing lady may be part fact and maybe part fiction, but her story shows how fast an urban legend can spread in the age of TikTok. Next time you see someone dancing strangely at 2 a.m., maybe just keep your distance and double check those locks. So I'm gonna play the video that you sent me because it's the picture alone is kind of eerie, but I'm gonna hit play on it real quick.
I mean, if it was at 2 a.m., I guess it would be creepy. Like if I woke up from like a nightmare and looked out my window and just saw someone dancing like that, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going back to bed.
Yeah. No, that's creepy. I mean, I don't know. I have a hard time believing a lot of that stuff. But again, the picture that you painted, like if it's 2 a.m., you don't know who this is. You genuinely look out your window and there's someone dancing like that. I'm like, no, that's not good. Not a good day. Yeah, that's creepy, man. So if you see someone dancing at 2 a.m. and you don't expect it, maybe just stay inside, call the cops, and, take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. From a dancing menace, let's talk about a figure that might appear much closer to home. Perhaps a dark corner of your bedroom as you sleep. The Hat Man cometh. It's late at night. You're naked in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're half awake in bed, and you get that prickly feeling that someone is watching you. You open your eyes, and there, in the corner, where the darkness is deepest, you see a silhouette of a tall man. He's wearing an old-fashioned brimmed hat and a long coat. You can't make out his face. Maybe he has no face at all. Paralyzed with dread, you try to scream or move, but your body won't cooperate. The figure just stands there, looming, until suddenly, poof, it vanishes. Did you just meet the Hat Man? If you have, you're not alone. The Hat Man is a modern legend reported by people all over the world, and thanks to the internet, he's achieved viral fame. Countless folks have shared eerily similar accounts of encountering a shadowy, hat-wearing entity during episodes of sleep paralysis or in other frightening situations. The descriptions are disturbingly consistent. A tall shadow figure with a fedora or top hat who watches from the darkness, radiating malevolence. On TikTok and Reddit, Hatman stories have taken on another life of their own. In fact, some paranormal enthusiasts suggest that just reading or watching Hatman stories could make it more likely you'll see him. A self-fulfilling nightmare, so to speak. Skeptics are quick to point out that the Hatman could be a trick of the mind, a side effect of sleep paralysis when your brain conjures a boogeyman as you hover between dreaming and waking. Honestly, that explanation is almost as creepy. Your own brain can summon a personal phantom to scare the hell out of you. Believers, however, think there might be more to it. Some say the Hat Man is a demon or even an interdimensional being who slips into our world when we're most vulnerable. A ghastly peeping Tom from beyond. Whatever the truth, the Hat Man has become an internet age urban legend. Yet, for those who have woken up to find a shadow in a hat looming over them, it's no laughing matter. So tonight, as you drift off, maybe leave the nightlight on. And if you sense a figure in the corner, you could always tip your hat and politely ask him to leave. Who knows? Maybe even shadows appreciate good manners.
So I don't know if you remember this, Cleet. I know it was a long time ago, like the first year we started the show. I talked about my experience with this because I had something similar to this. When I lived at my grandparents' house and in high school, I had a room in the basement, and the closet that was in my room was like a double door. It was a huge closet. And there were so many nights that I'd be in bed and I would wake up and I would genuinely see like this shadow figure in the closet. And the only thing that was like of note was his top hat. Like literally he wore a top hat and he had like these really long fingers. And it freaked me out so bad that I kept telling my wife, I'm like, it's the same being every single time. And I probably saw it a good dozen times, but it was only in that house. It was weird.
Yeah, I definitely had the location-specific sleep paralysis stuff. So
well, I know you still have it,
man.
right? You still have sleep paralysis?
Well, no, I've learned I just sleep on my stomach now because if I think it's tied to sleep apnea to a degree because it like pulls you into that state in the middle of the night because you can't breathe, so you come out of it just barely enough to breathe, and then you have it. So I just sleep on my tummy because it helps me breathe.
Yeah, and my wife has really bad sleep paralysis too. Like especially in the morning, like she'll tell me she'll like wake up and can't get out of bed for like an hour and a half. It's crazy.
She should get tested for sleep apnea.
Yeah,
it's deadly. Check it out.
Yeah. All right. So before we jump into the next one, oh yeah, beer number 2, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know how this one's gonna be. It's a rainbow sherbet. It's from Prairie Artisan Ales. It's a rainbow sherbet sour ale with rainbow sherbet flavors. So,
like,
holy fuck!
Is it gonna be
Holy
sweet
shit.
or like?
Is
it gonna be like the yeast got it sweet, and then you got the shit from the yeast?
That's the shit from the yeast, dude. That's sour as hell.
Yep.
Anyway. So we're going to jump into the Curse of the Dybbuk box. Now, I've seen the Dybbuk box because Zach Bagans has it in his haunted museum in Vegas. So who doesn't love a good yard sale or a treasure hunt on eBay? Because you never know what weird antique you're going to find. But what if that quaint wooden box you snag happens to contain an evil spirit? Sounds like the plot of a horror movie, and indeed it was. But it's also the premise of a viral urban legend. The Dybbuk box. The Dybbuk box story begins in the early 2000s. An antiques dealer named Kevin Mannis came into possession of a small vintage wine cabinet with strange carvings on the front. According to the tale he later told, this little box had a dark secret. Mannis said that when he opened the cabinet, he unwittingly released a restless Dybbuk, a malicious spirit from Jewish folklore that can possess the living. After that, so the story goes, a series of terrifying events plagued him and his family. Foul odors wafting through the house, unexplained illnesses, hair falling out, and shadowy apparitions lurking in the corners. In desperation, Mannis consulted a rabbi to help him bind the evil back into the box. Finally, freaked out beyond belief, he decided to get rid of the cursed thing by listing it on eBay. Such a reliable source. This episode brought to you by eBay. Sell your shit. The 2003 eBay listing came with a detailed, blood-chilling description of the box's haunted history. It became one of the first viral haunted object stories on the internet. Paranormal forums lit up with discussions about the Dybbuk box, and every new owner who bought it would report their own misfortunes. The legend grew so popular that it even inspired a Hollywood horror film, The Possession. By then, the Dybbuk box had cemented its reputation as perhaps the world's most haunted item. Now here's the twist. In 2021, Kevin Manis, the originator of the story, admitted that he had made the entire thing up as an elaborate hoax. He said he wrote the Dybbuk box tale as a kind of interactive horror story, and it took on a life of its own. So, no ancient curse after all. Or so it would seem. Yet the legend refuses to die. Real or not, the Dybbuk box saga shows how a spooky story can snowball into an urban legend once the internet sinks its teeth into it. My take, if someone tells you an object is cursed, maybe you just leave the damn thing alone. And as a general life rule, don't buy mysterious sealed boxes online. You never know what might be inside, or what might come out. What's in the box? What's in the box?
See, you want to buy my mystery box? It's haunted.
This thing kind of...
Don't open my box.
This thing kind of smells like shit. Don't open it. Don't open it.
Don't open
Just
it.
give me a,
it's like
just
wet.
give me a box of
Moist.
shit. Don't open it. Don't open the box.
No refunds.
Yeah, it's yours now. No take backsies.
The next place is Siren of the Sea, the TikTok mermaid mystery. It's the middle of the night on a fishing boat in the Atlantic. The ocean is vast and black around you. The only light comes from the stars and the faint glow of the radar. You are leaning over the rail when you hear it. A long, melodious wail, echoing over the waves. It almost sounds like a woman singing, but it's coming from somewhere deep below the darkness. Your heart pounds. The eerie song comes again, a haunting siren call across the water. Would you investigate or head back to the port at full speed? Commercial fisherman Ryan Coleman, known as Sauce90 on TikTok, found himself in this exact scenario, and he did what any curious or crazy person would. He hit record.
This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God.
In the late 2021, Coleman posted a video in which he and his crew heard what can only be described as a siren's screams out on the open ocean at night. In the clip, you hear a high-pitched, haunting cry that doesn't sound like a whale or dolphin he's encountered in the years at sea. This was nothing like I've heard before, Coleman said, noting that whales make very different noises and usually you'd hear them come up for air. Whatever this was, it was loud, close, and human-like enough to send shivers down the spine. It instantly called to mind the old legends of sirens, creatures that sing to lure sailors to their watery doom. Coleman's spooky video didn't stay a secret for long. It got a few thousand views at first, but then an Austrian TikToker with a huge following shared it, and the clip blew up globally. Suddenly, millions of people were wondering if mermaids or sirens might be real. The debate was on. Was it a hoax? Some elaborate prank with speakers underwater? A yet undiscovered marine creature? Skeptical marine biologists chimed in, suggesting it could be the sound of fishing lines under tension or some known sea animals. But true believers were not convinced. The video made such a wave, pun intended, that it even landed on news sites and TV shows discussing the mystery. And of course, we can't have a modern paranormal story without a dose of conspiracy. Rumors started swirling that after Coleman's video went viral, he got visited by some Men in Black types. Online chatter claimed that authorities, maybe even the CIA, told him to stop posting about it. True or not, that little detail added a perfect X-Files flavor to the tale. In the end, nobody has proven what the sound really was. Coleman keeps an open mind. He said he's witnessed a lot of crazy things out on the water, but this eerie singing was the weirdest by far. So if you ever find yourself on a quiet boat at night and hear a beautiful voice drifting over the water, think twice before you go looking for the singer. You might end up as the next chapter in the Siren Saga. As for me, I'll be admiring any mermaids from a safe distance. On dry land. Thank you very much.
I'm going to...
I don't know, Britton. You might jump in there.
No. I'm going to think twice about being on a boat in the middle of the dark water. Like, no way. Absolutely fucking
No,
not.
dude, Britain. You'd see her and you'd be like, she shows her fangs, but you'd be like, I can fix her, and you'll jump in the water.
We're going to wrap up with the final story, the giant of Mount TikTok, Andrew Dawson's story. So imagine driving down a remote road past a mountain when you spot something impossible, a towering figure standing on the peak, as big as a building. This happened to a Canadian TikToker named Andrew Dawson in 2022, or at least he claimed that it did. Andrew's initial video showed a distant, blurry outline of what looked like a giant person on a mountain in British Columbia. The clip went viral, with millions of viewers straining their eyes to see the figure on the mountaintop. Many were skeptical, saying it was probably just a normal-sized hiker or even a tree, but Andrew insisted that he had seen a giant humanoid, and thus began one of TikTok's eeriest rabbit holes. People are like, no, that's just a normal guy. He's just big as a mountain. What are you talking about?
Just gaslighting you. Sure, he looks really tall by that.
If you look at any TikTok comments, dude, it is just pure gaslighting. Every fucking comment is a gaslight. It's so insane. Like, some of the videos I watch, I just go straight to the comments just because it's hilarious what people will say. All right. In follow-up posts, Andrew tried to get closer to the mountain to gather proof. Here's where things take a turn for the X-Files. He claimed that as he attempted to drive up, he was stopped by a mysterious stranger, somebody that he implied was a CIA agent, who told him that the road had been closed and to turn back. Undeterred, Andrew made another attempt at dawn. This time he filmed what looked like black helicopters swarming the mountain, and even captured footage of a large object being airlifted away by one of the choppers. They're just like carrying this big person off the mountain. It's the gateway to Agartha, man. You gotta go down to Hitler and T-Rexes. He hinted that the object might be the giant being whisked off by authorities. Viewers were hooked. Was this a real government cover-up of a giant? It felt like a real sci-fi thriller playing out on TikTok. Then things got even stranger. Andrew posted a clip where he appeared visibly shaken and essentially recanted his story, saying something to the effect of, "Now I didn't see anything. I haven't been stalked. I'm fine." It looked forced, like somebody, or something, was pressuring him to keep quiet. In one of his last videos, Andrew ominously said people might not see him post ever again. After that, he showed one final shot of the mountain, now with some kind of facility or structure on top where the giant had been. And then he went silent. Now here's the eerie climax. Not long after, Andrew Dawson died in real life. A local obituary confirmed that he had passed away in July of 22, just a couple weeks after his final video. Now, he was only 34. The timing, coming right after his bizarre series of posts, sent the TikTok rumor mill into overdrive. People speculated wildly. Did the government disappear him for knowing too much? Was the giant story a cover for something else? Now, in reality, Andrew's family has said that his death had nothing to do with his videos, but the coincidence was enough to keep the conspiracy embers burning. By the following year, Dawson's saga was being recapped by multiple TikTokers for millions of viewers, ensuring that the legend would live on. So, was it all an elaborate hoax for internet clout? Did Andrew maybe fabricate a giant for some viral fame and then things got too out of hand? Or did he truly stumble upon something beyond our understanding? We may never know. It's one of the spookiest and most intriguing viral stories to come out of TikTok, and it leaves us with that classic question: how far would you go for the truth? And is it worth what you might find?
Yeah, man, a lot of that giant stuff is really weird. A lot of it, like, there's such a big conspiracy that the government, like, quickly covers it up because apparently it like, will destroy our view of history and everything.
It's the Anunnaki, man.
Well, a lot of people think it's fallen angels that mated with humans from the book of, I think, Enoch.
Yeah.
They talk about.
Yeah.
But
we covered a lot of those in our iceberg. That, giants, like the ancient civilization beings. It's crazy, man. But I mean, it's hard. I mean,
Crazy.
TikTok, shit goes viral for no fucking reason. It's crazy. All right.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, folks. Well, that's going to wrap us up for this evening. We want to thank you for joining us. And as always, huge shout out to our paid supporters of the show: Soylent, Cleat Feet, Laura, Mothman, Conklin Family, and Lou. Your paid support is tremendously helpful. And if you yourself would like to join these folks, there's a link below and several tiers to choose from, as well as a link for a one-time beer donation to the show.
If you're listening to us on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe, as it really helps us get us out there. And as always, thank you for entering the abyss.
Until next time.